Hey guys, so today's reading isn't 3 cards, it is 5 because they insisted on jumping out. So what we're listening to is Ancestral Tree on Ancient Galaxies. So we have the Fool. The Fool is no fool. You see, she's the confidence from the yellow is the gut instinct with the trust that she knows that if she falls back, she's fine. She's protected with these geometric shapes, with the flower of life and the crystal in her hand. The crystal, I believe, is probably an amethyst. So the amethyst is helping with the third eye as well. So it's about trusting your third eye and your gut instincts on things and putting more trust in yourself as you start on your journey that you're about to embark on. So then there is the Seven of Swords. Now the Seven of Swords, he has feathers coming out of the bag, but he's got the sun shining on him. Now the swords are all about thoughts, communication, ideas, mental clarity or mental situations, you know, like mental anguish. You've got a lot of things on your mind and such, but he's kind of handling it where he's armed. He kind of knows how to handle these things now. He's got the ray of light from the sun coming down on him. So this is like an illumination of, don't worry mate, you've got this. And then there's these crows, and the crows are kind of messengers. And whatever's been on his mind is nearly at an end. He doesn't need to be worried because he is armed. But the feathers are the thoughts that, you know, they were in the bag, but they're actually falling out of the bag now. And when they're falling out of the bag, they're kind of not important to be thinking about anymore. So he's actually releasing. So it's about starting a new journey and releasing some of your old thought patterns. And then it's a good idea to go into hermit mode, because when you go into hermit mode, you know, you got like enlightened people, ascended masters and such. Monks, they go into the mountains where they can go within, they can work on themselves. And when you work within, this kind of brings on an illumination of light of what you've been working on. It's no longer black and heavy around you. It's illuminated. So you've kind of transmuted it. And then here is the light showing the way. And these steps, every step along the way is the part of the journey where the hermit has been going into and working on internally. And then there's the Eight of Wands. I love this card. This is the card of movement. So this is for entertainment purposes only. I forgot to say that earlier. So again, illumination. The Eight of Wands. You know, things are going to start happening, and this is a card of speed as well. And alignment. You know, they've got all the chakra colours here, and then there's all these pinks. So there's a lot of feminine energy. But there's also a lot of yellow, so there's a lot of solar plexus energy, which is knowing. So trust. And here is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess kind of coincides with the Hermit as well, and movement. But out of movement, she's kind of gone into a stillness of a different kind, where, you know, there's a trust that the Fool's had, that even if she falls back, she's safe. She's working on a third eye, and she's working on an intuition. He's letting go of things no longer needed. then the Hermit kind of sat and working within. You know, when the best thing I find is that if something happens, then that is the time to be working with it, rather than trying to do it a different way where it's kind of scratching scabs off, I see. But then there's movement, you know, and whatever situation it's going to be. And with this, it's trusting the intuition. She's very intuitive. She's a very inner knowing, and she's enlightened, you see. But she works with Goddess. She's very feminine. But you see here, this is working with the throat chakra and the heart chakra. You see how she's got this scarf, but then there's on this scarf, I think that looks like a butterfly. So there's transformation, and then there's a cross. X marks the spot. X marks the spot on the throat chakra, because when you can start opening your throat chakra and saying what you feel, this is when you become a lot more confident with yourself, a lot more aligned. And you see, she's even looks like she's got eyes on her eyelids. So it's kind of the seeing things from a different perspective with another aspect of inner knowing. Okay, guys, thanks all. See you later. Bye.